As we've been reporting, President-elect Trump has confirmed he plans to address illegal immigration in the U.S. through a mass deportation program. Under this plan, Trump has said he would declare a national emergency and use military assets to deport undocumented immigrants. Pentagon spokeswoman Sabrina Singh called this, quote, hypothetical and added the plan would need to be heavily vetted before being implemented. But it could have major implications for the American food industry, which relies heavily on migrant labor. The Department of Agriculture says between 2018 and 2020, more than 40% of hired crop farm workers lacked legal immigration status. For more, let's bring in CBS News MoneyWatch correspondent Kelly O'Grady. Kelly, would mass deportations affect our food supply, and what foods would be impacted? How quickly would those effects be felt?
Yeah, so the simple answer is likely yes. So look, undocumented workers, they make up a significant portion of the agriculture industry. The research that I've been doing, the estimates are anywhere from 40 to 50% of farm workers. So if you think about it, you decrease that labor supply. You can't get U.S. citizens to fill those roles because they're very strenuous, they're low paying. You're going to have a decrease in your food supply. What does that mean? You decrease supply, you increase demand, your prices go up. Now, some of the industries that would really be impacted by this, meat packing, wheat, your produce, think your fruits and vegetables, dairy, fishing. Now, I will say the speed. President-elect Trump has said that this isn't going to happen overnight. He's going to start with the criminals and then work from there. And I mean, to that point, this is a very complicated issue. The economy impact is one thing. The security impact is another. But look, this could really impact our food supply and prices, Lindsay.
I mean, you mentioned prices because of supply and demand, but you also mentioned that it costs more to pay U.S. citizens for these roles. That would also drive the cost up.
Yeah, it absolutely would. And I'll give you an example. California, that's where a lot of the farming happens. The minimum wage there is $16. Undocumented workers, they make anywhere from 10 to 20% less, and then sometimes far less on some of the outliers that I've heard. So yes, these companies would have to pay more, and then they would pass those price increases on to us. Here's the rub of it, though. For some of these industries, they're commodities. Milk is a commodity, so what that means is the dairy farmer doesn't set the price of milk. That's actually traded on a market based on supply and demand. So these farms could have to pay more for that labor. They can't pass those prices on to us, and they might go out of business.
I got to be quick with you on this last one, but you report that proposed mass deportations could cause inflation, but also drive up innovation. Can you explain that?
Autonomous farming. So think about robots picking your fruit, autonomous trucks seeding the fields. I actually talked to a vineyard. They said, look, we tried to get people to pick our grapes for $30 an hour. We couldn't do it.
Wow.
So we invested in autonomous tech. So you could see that happen as well.
Interesting. Kelly O'Grady, thank you as always.